Well, friends, welcome to this week's vlog where I think I'm going to get a whole lot of unpacking done, and I even tell you that I am, and we sure try. And hang out to the end to find out what we really get done anyway. Today's video is sponsored by Captain Omega, the fish hero of the seas that brings fun, healthy, and affordable foods into your home, packed with protein and taste. These delicious hormone-free fish bites are guaranteed to bring Omega fun to your little one's plate. Good morning. It's the start of a good day, right? Dishes to be put away. Last night when we were doing some dinner cleanup and such, Liam said we should have French toast. Woo! You got airplane? Yeah. Do freezer French toast for breakfast. So that's what we are having. The watermelons are set up here because we've been dreaming about having watermelon, so we will have watermelon with lunch today. You think. And so I'm gonna do myself probably 2 eggs for breakfast. Getting a little variety of breakfast things going on here, but good morning, good morning. It's the start of a new week. Sausage in the oven. Lay down some parchment paper. Will help me later. Get lots of questions about morning farm chores. Hold on, Penny. A lot of times what happens is while I'm puttering in the kitchen and getting the day rolling in the house, I have very excited, eager helpers run outside to get the day rolling for the animals, so that's nice. I just had Daniel go get me breakfast from the chicken coop. So Liam is gonna help me milk Jazzy today. He's been learning over the last few days. So you're doing a little more each time, giving it a go. I've had some great suggestions on ordering an electric milker for now, and I had one, so I'm looking at chickens climbing on top of something. I had one that I had ordered from Amazon. It never came. I ordered it over a month ago, so I finally canceled that order, and I got what is the name of it? I want to say it's Sonic Pulse, but I think that's wrong. I get concerned about saying brand names if I'm wrong. There's a good milker for goats, for dairy. It looks like it runs about $650 or so, so I want to read up on the brand more. But in the meantime, we're having a lot of fun learning and doing it the old-fashioned way. I'm sure we will move to, especially when we get several goats and milk and get a cow and all those fun homesteading adventures. Are you excited, Liam? Yeah. I'm sure we will get to the point where we have milking assistance. But in the meantime, you don't mind learning, do you? Yeah. Yeah, we're all having fun with it. Okay, girl. We had a foot in the bucket kind of day. Now she's getting back up on her milk stand to see anything else. No, nothing else till tonight. We got over 2 quarts though. It's a beautiful sight. So whenever that happens, because foot in the bucket, usually if you're distracted for like half a second, if I'm doing it on my own and I can keep one hand in the bucket, I can work with her. But yeah, just anyway. He was in front, I was in the back. I had a hand on it, but it just happened real quick. He's learning though. All that to say, when we get a goat hoof, where'd she go? You behind me now? When we get a hoof in the bucket, I then just divide it out amongst the animals. I'll give some to the dogs, I'll put some on plates for cats, we'll put some out if the chickens want any. We share the milk. It's our milk share for the day. So what we will be doing a lot of in this video, even though I'm outside, this is going to be the week I get the rest of the unpacking done. Just as soon as I'm done with this milk, and I'm gonna work in the garden a little bit, but then, like 5 days of focused unpacking time. This is happening. Yes, it is. So we are having a sunshine break. We chopped a whole watermelon, and then Naomi made these wonderful, we did a bunch of freezer cooking yesterday. She made a bunch of banana chocolate chip muffins. I'll have this link in the description below, but this we did in a loaf pan. It's really good. So chocolate chip bread and watermelon. We don't mind. So there's the turkeys working on the rinds. Oh, chicken. They're having a good time. They know where to sit. So I wanted to give you guys garden update, garden tour. I have been asked a bunch for that, so let me show you what we got going on out here. On Instagram, I gave an updated tour. I hear you, girlfriend, but we will go even deeper today. Just a reminder to follow me on Instagram so that you can see some of this stuff more in real time. So what I am doing, okay, first off, now all the screaming in the background, those are goat babies. Goat babies in the background here. And they're mowing in some fields beside us. Also, Travis has taken Zion out for an appointment, and he took Daniel and Benjamin on a drive with them so that, yeah, I can do this. Okay, so I'm doing some experimenting here. There is a gardening method. There was a well-known longtime gardener, Ruth Stout, I believe you say her name. I have one of her books ordered. So far, I've just watched videos and read some online articles. She was like a champion lazy gardener, which is my jam. I love the lazy way to do everything. So she would just literally throw potatoes on the ground and cover them in hay, and then in the fall, pull the hay back and harvest the potatoes. So that's what I did here on Sunday. In that box there, I still had about 25 pounds of potatoes that were sliced up nice, and they were getting roots. I'll show you what we have left in there. Anyway, in this part of the garden, sorry, those goats and dogs are loud. These are my potato plants coming up here. I'll take you up here in a moment. We'll see the difference in the trash bag potatoes. But all the way up here, I've got about 120 potato plants. So then this area, which was just grass, I thought, okay, I'm gonna test it. I probably put out about 50 little potato slices, covered it, and they had the eyes on them, and covered them. I believe the Ruth Stout method said 2 to 3 inches of hay. So yeah, we're gonna see, or straw. I have my stacks of straw here that I've been working with. We also have, I got these, and I want to say it was like $25, $26. I will link these in the description below, because you know I'm doing all kinds of gardening methods this year to test it all out. These are some fabric bags. I got 12 of these. We'll look at my order here in a minute to see how many gallons each of these bags were. I want to say maybe they were 20 or so. Anyway, and it was $25 for 12. And I thought I could do other things in there. So great option for you guys who don't have an outdoor dedicated gardening space, like in the ground like this. You don't have to. You can still order these bags. And then this is a big old pile of dirt I had Travis get me from one of our dirt piles. He is doing all kinds of clearing on the land, getting all the things ready for all my ideas. So anyway, I wanted this because I know I need to add more dirt here around my potato plants. So let's walk up and look at these. You see potato. And so the other day, the other thing I'm trying out, I have read about people putting straw down to help with weed control. Some people say it works great. I'm just pointing out the potato plants. Some people say it's a big no-no. I'm sure I did it wrong already, because after I did this, some ladies on Instagram said, yeah, Jamerrill, just make sure you use seed-free straw. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm just using whatever straw I can get locally at the hardware store. So I've probably halfway cursed this ground, but that's okay, because the only thing here is the potato plants. And I know by my video watching that these are going to get real big, and that once the plant, it's going to bloom. And I've been told, once you see the blooms, you know the potatoes are growing underneath, then the plant's going to start to die. Then we're going to be almost to harvesting time. Oh boy. So anyway, all the way over here, see there, in this area, it gets morning shade, afternoon sun. Now when I show you the trash bag potatoes, which are huge, little Star Wars boat in the garden, they get full sun pretty much all day. So I'm working with the space I have, and I have an idea. And again, showing you potatoes. A lot of you have told me about Back to Eden gardening. I still have not watched that documentary. Tim and Dana Schmoyer are doing that method at their property. I'm sure they have. I've seen Dana mention it, probably on Instagram and Facebook and such. So, and they've got a beautiful garden going. So we'll get there. I know it has to do a lot with wood chips and such. My friends, Jason and Shannon, who have Seeds for Generations, they do all their heirloom seeds with the Back to Eden gardening method. This year, my whole goal was get stuff in the ground hold on tight, learn along the way. So I'm sure if we compare my gardens this year to next year, we'll have some differences. Still, I'm showing you as I'm chatting all the plants. I even have a potato plant there, and I think all the way up here. I got one here, and still. So again, I'm just trying to make the most of my ground. These are my laundry baskets. I never got to planting. I will link you an article though below where I was reading about doing potatoes in laundry baskets, or I don't know, maybe we'll get to that in this video, we'll see. But here's my dirt hill. So whenever I filled, if you remember in the video, when I filled my trash bags, Travis dumped dirt here. And then one of you ladies suggested, hey Jamerrill, you can also just plant a bunch of potatoes in that hill. So that's what I have done. We've got a lot of potato plants coming up here now. And then look at my trash bag babies. Now, these need more dirt added in the bag. Part of what I had read for these is you get them started, and then when the plant starts coming up, you start dumping in more dirt. So eventually you have almost the whole bag full. So I'm behind in that. We will get going. But just look how big and sunshiny all of these guys are. Makes my heart happy. All the potatoes, and then yeah, sometimes the one gets the bag knocked over it. That's okay. So here's this part of the update, and then I did garlic. Remember one of my videos a few weeks ago? So here's my little garlics coming up. Okay, so we've got garlic all the way halfway down, and then onions. We'll make our way down there. Then here's how the peas are going. So this afternoon, I also wanted to get the strings up for the peas. And then we got some grass coming up and such. It's okay. I'm really not too terribly worried about it. In my big gardens I've had before, I mean, I weeded moderately. I just kept the vegetables a-growing. And then, so the peas go all the way down there, and then we're down to the part. We've got onions. If you can see them, there's onions. And again, they go to about halfway up. So, I've gotten some questions here about what's with the black plastic, Jamerrill. What is this? Some questions that come in are like I'm an expert and maybe I know what I'm doing with this black plastic. And some questions are like people wondering if I know what I'm doing. Anyway, I don't know how else to word it. So I do have a plan for this. I did not necessarily ask for this. We will just see how it goes this year. I just had a farmer come out, and this is what he does. He puts in gardens, he puts down the weed barrier, the plastic, with a drip irrigation system in it. I've shown this in other videos. I can link them below, but just to show you, here's the irrigation system. It goes down there. There's a little connector. I'm going to hook a hose to it. So, yes, the black plastic is going to be planted. Now, when I'm filming this, it is May 13th, so it's time. What I'm going to do, as I mentioned this video, we are going to be heavy on unpacking. We really will. After, just let me spend this last afternoon in the garden. So by next week, I'm going to be going hard on getting the rest of this garden in. 3 or 4 days ago, we were having nights 32 degrees and below. So, and people were scrambling, covering their gardens because they had lots of stuff out here in Virginia. I didn't cover anything. My peas, my potatoes, they did fine. So anyway, we're just now to the point. Oh girl. Oh girl. Uh-huh. Tell me. I hear it. I hear you. You are being heard. Okay, that's one of our 2 Easter eggers. Anyway, so that's where I'm like, okay, 5 more days and I'll get this in. That's going to be my reward for getting my basement and all my stuff unpacked. Come on, Jamerrill, you can do it. So, questions I'm getting though, what will I be planting in them? All the things. But I've been focusing on getting things in that I can do in the rows in between. So I got the peas in because I know those were a winter crop and I can do them again later in the summer. Got the onions and the garlic in. Got the potatoes in. Then for the in-between, in this bigger patch of dirt here, I wanted to do all corn. Then these rows, the little farmer man told me I can take like a little PVC pipe, do in a little hole, and I'll be doing things like tomatoes and cucumbers and squash and zucchinis, and of course those need room to grow out. I've seen a lot with trellising. I don't have my mind situated yet on exactly what I'm doing with that. I've been watching Roots and Refuge Farm. I've been reading articles about trellising. I don't want to trellis on my fence because of chickens and animals and such, but maybe there's no need to think those thoughts. Just saying, I don't have a full trellising plan yet. And then I also want to do pumpkins and watermelons. And what else do I have? I have a bazillion seeds. So that's where I'm like, I know this week I can't do this week. But next week we'll be tackling the rest of this garden and we'll see what happens. And another question I got a bunch of is, Jamerrill, why are you doing so many potatoes? See, the science behind that is I asked Travis for a 50-pound bag of potatoes and he came home with two 50-pound bags. So one of my good friends, she was having trouble finding potatoes. There did end up being a local run on potatoes about a month after we got them. And so I split one of my 50-pound bags with my friend who needed some. They are a smaller family, so 25 pounds of potatoes is great for them. For me, I still have, I'll show you what we have left. We're still gonna plant these because I have them. Jamerrill, what are you gonna do with all these potatoes? Well, I'm glad you asked. We're gonna eat them. We're going to can them. And again, by reading, I should be able to, in my food storage room in the works in the basement, once I get unpacked, I should be able to keep them with the dirt on them for quite a while. And then we can wash them as we need them and eat them. If I grow way more than our large family would eat, the great news is we know other humans who like to eat as well. And there's always people we could give potatoes to. My goal first is to grow enough for my own family, and then from the extra, we can always pass it on. Okay, so these are my potatoes I have left. Some of them do have a little mold on them, so we're gonna get these finished up today. But you can see lots of roots and eyes growing on them. Gonna get them planted, and then this will finish up my potatoes. This is the unpacking video with some gardening, obviously. But my next week in our homesteading life type video, I will have a garden plan for you and we'll be talking through that. Again, the goals for this year is let's just grow all we can and learn stuff and figure this out. I know with my other gardens, I just got a lot of stuff in the ground and we grew a lot of food. And I canned a bunch and we ate a lot and it was fun and we had pumpkins. And I remember even in the winter time still having pumpkins on our porch. And then the kids, when we had a hard freeze and the pond froze, they took the pumpkins and ended up doing pumpkin bowling on the pond. That was after we had done pumpkin pies and like all we could possibly do with the pumpkins. So I feel like sometimes, so with my personality, obviously you know this now, I just jump in and do things and I learn stuff. I do plan, I do read, I do research. I like to do it for a broad overview, but not to the point where then I totally I shut down with information overload and I feel like there's no way I can tackle this. I just know if I plant stuff, it's gonna grow. That's my science. So what I am doing is all these potato plants that are coming up, I'm just going and putting another shovel full of dirt on them. I don't think it's that complicated. I do know potatoes need to have extra dirt on them because you don't want your potatoes to go green. So what I thought I'd do is, well, I'll just put a shovel full of dirt over every plant. Then I'm gonna go through, I don't have my gloves out here, and I don't wanna do repetitive bending at this time. So right now we're just going through and I'm gonna plop of dirt on every plant. Then I'll put my gloves on and I'll basically crawl through and shake the dirt off of some of the leaves. There you go, potatoes. Have fun being a potato. Okay, so Liam is gonna run the pea strings for me. I explained to him how to do that. Other kids are just kind of playing and puttering. I'll say again, might be the only person you've ever seen take a shovel full of dirt and put it on top of a perfectly good potato plant. In my head, this works, so don't try this at home. We'll see how it works out over the coming weeks, okay? Okay, 6:58. I've spent my unpacking evening working in this garden. You know I have. Got more dirt over these potatoes. Really want to get another load and at least do another shovelful in each of those bags. I can have Travis drop me some scoops of dirt up on this end tomorrow, another day. Although I'm working on my unpacking tomorrow. So anyway, I want to try to use this dirt I already have scooped up. Gonna go put meatloaf in the oven for dinner real quick and then get back out here and work till dinner's ready. Yesterday we did a bunch of lunch freezer meals for new large family freezer meal pack 11. That video is up over in the large family table community. Anywho, with some of the meatloaf, I did 2 meatloaves. Thought would be for dinner last night. Instead, we ended up eating homemade ham and cheese Hot Pockets that Liam made. So these are prepped and ready. These meatloaves are going in the oven. Yes and amen. Dinner is done tonight. And reality check. Does Mom ever rest? Yes. I just put that meatloaf in the oven. I got myself a thing of cookies and cream Halo Top or cookie dough. I don't know. I don't care. I'm going to lay back now and eat this while dinner cooks. So it's like 5:30 in the evening now, back out in the garden. I think we can also call this vlog proof why I can't get stuff unpacked, because I keep spending time doing things I want to do. So Travis has gone out to Lowe's to get more of the framing materials for the floor and such for 3 more little buildings we want to put up. He will be back and then he's grilling steaks for dinner. Yes and amen there. So I am just gonna continue to do what I want this evening. Tomorrow's another day. But wait, there's garden stuff. Let's look. You saw earlier today I got more dirt in my trash bags and I filled about 5 of, there's nothing in these yet. These are those fabric bags I ordered from Amazon. I filled about 5 of them or 6 of them, and I had Zion do the other 6 while I took my rest in my lawn chair over there. And then I just moved them over here, and I may or may not have got my mouth open yesterday while I was digging the rest of that dirt. Liam got my strings tied up for my peas. So I just spent some time looking at my seeds inside. I've brought out my flower seeds. And so within my garlic and my onions, I want to do a row of sunflowers all the way down. And then I have nasturtiums. We've got some bachelor buttons, other good things to get planted, some marigolds, just for fun because I love flowers. Oh, and the other thing I want to do, so I got my extra little hills of dirt on those potatoes, but this whole area here, I'm going to throw down the rest of those potatoes that are sprouted in my box and cover with straw and just do some more Ruth Stout over here. These are my potatoes that were planted in the dirt, and I put some more straw around them too. So yay, doing stuff. And here's my seeds that I have. If you want like some low impact seeds I have done many years even without a vegetable garden, probably 15 years or more, fairly consistently. I usually do morning glories. Now, some people consider those a weed. I love them, so I'm going to plant those along the fence. Also, sunflowers, very easy to throw in the ground and then pay no attention to. Nasturtiums, now it has been several years since I've done those. I think I haven't done these since the farmhouse. A lot of bang for your buck with these. Big, beautiful leaves, gorgeous flowers, all summer into frost. Then, kids are having fun. Bunch of marigolds. I do have some marigolds that I started that are outside now, just getting used to the temperature. We'll transplant those in a few days, but I'm going to do a bunch directly from seed here too. But first, potatoes. Oh, and then here, apparently this is the only one I ordered from over at Seeds for Generations. I ordered a pack of bachelor buttons. I've done these since our first house. Boys are over here with kittens. Gabriel, what's your kitten's name?
Panther.
Panther. And then what's your kitten's name, Daniel?
Speedy Slash. I just call him Speedy Slash.
Speedy Slash, that's a great name. Love it. So, got the hay down, at least on this part. Went down to get more hay, well, straw. Got to show you what Friendly's doing. He's been down here sleeping, and I've just been moving the straw. How you doing, buddy? You just hanging out. I thought for sure when I moved the straw he'd move from his nap spot, but nope. He is cozy. It looks like a rainbow over there, almost. Naomi's working on the sunflowers and the morning glories along the back, and Amelia is down there working on morning glories too. And I'm gonna do another bale of hay over my lazy potatoes here. So this is just some of the produce from our Misfits market box this week. Amelia's gonna help me. We're gonna chop up big salad. We got some different lettuces, broccoli, cucumbers, several packs of tomatoes, which we're tomato girls, aren't we, Amelia?
Yep.
Gonna have her help me chop it up, and Travis is grilling steaks. Good morning, Benny. What you got? Got your dinosaur? Good morning. Gonna do up a big sausage and egg scramble.
Mama, you know.
Today's, I can hold you. I would love to. One moment. Is today the day? Will I jump back into unpacking? Don't know. We'll see how it goes. How Mama gets breakfast cooked some mornings. You want the whisk? He's got water, 2 bowls, measuring spoon, measuring cup. You making? Oh yeah. Whisk it, Benny, whisk it. Good job, Benjamin.
Don't do that, Liam.
Oh, don't do that, Liam. Yeah, he's cooking, Liam.
Oh.
Just so you know. This is the summer hat. The summer hat, getting my goat milk and stuff ready here. Kids are already outside working on the fort, having all their fun kid time. I'm gonna get the goat milk and then get a bunch of walking in. Happy to report I've been getting at least 10,000 steps in a day. Have lost 10 pounds like it was nothing. So farming is good to this mama. And also with Jazzy, since she's all settled and knows where she lives, the last couple days I've just been letting her out, and she's just been puttering around in the overgrown brush and stuff, eating up all kinds of good things. This morning I had Amelia, I said just let her out, let her out. She's been having a good time. Okay, girl, I got your little grain cup. You coming? You're part of the barnyard now? Almost. Whoop, there's baby goat. Oh, no, baby goat. Oh, no. You'll get out later. They're in the little routine. They just run in that crate. Now we gotta milk Jazzy. Now, Benjamin, your job is to talk to Mama and baby goat while I milk Jazzy. Can you do that? They're just sniffing. You need to go get them some plants. Can you go get them plants?
This bucket.
Oh, in the bucket? Wow, Benjamin, you know the system. Okay, now come here and watch Mommy. What, you wanna watch me?
Yeah.
Now, I've got to watch it because sometimes she gets grumpy and she kicks a little. Oh, Mommy might also spray you with milk. You can pet her. Just don't poke her. Benjamin, can you open those doors? Then Mama and Baby like to get whatever Jazzy dropped. You girls will have your days on the milking stand. One day it'll be your turn. I see you, baby. Practicing. There's our whole lot of milk for this morning. So this is again not what this vlog is supposed to be about. This is the boxes that need unloaded. Also have become a footrest. My toes that desperately need painted. How's quarantine going for you? And yeah, no unpacking going down. You see, what happened is it was really hot today. This is why we're not unpacked. Lots of good outside projects going on. This afternoon, Travis and Zion were working on building my new updated chicken coop area. Travis and I started talking about how hot it was and how we really need a pool for this summer. And we had decided at our last house, if you ever watch my vlog about how we thought we were moving to Texas, decided not to. And then we decided to not do a pool there because we just felt like, no, this isn't the long-term spot. Got talking about pools this afternoon. I'm gonna tell you where my afternoon/evening time went, okay? Then we got measuring. Then we got looking to order. And apparently I am late to the pool game because I remember about 2 months ago, I could find like a Coleman or an Intex or whatever it's called, you know, the different pools you can get from Walmart. I could find one up to 24, 26, even 28 foot round pool. And I could find them for $850 up to $1,500. It gets up there, but again, I think several summers of fun. Our pool at our farmhouse, if you remember from way back in those early vlogs from 6 years ago, was an 18 foot. We had a blast with that. I mean, the kids would get their schoolwork done and then go swimming, or swim and then get schoolwork done and swim in the evenings. We had lights for it. We had little like speakers that floated on the pool. It was just, you know, the best Walmart pool we could get. It was fantastic. And so we've been wanting to do that again. Cannot find one. I've checked Amazon. I've checked Walmart. I checked Target. We've looked on eBay. So this is where our afternoon went, okay? Travis did find a few on eBay, but I feel like I don't want to buy a pool on eBay. And these were getting to be expensive. These were like, the only ones we could find were steel pools, and they were getting to be like $3,000 to $4,000. And I was like, I don't want to spend that much on a pool from eBay, and I don't know how to track down that warranty, you know? But what I really wanted was like a 20-some foot Walmart above ground pool. I found our Walmart 3 minutes away had the 18-foot pool in stock, but our kids are bigger now. You know, when we had the 18-foot, we did have, you know, still 2 teenage boys, but we had a lot of littles. And now we've got a lot of medium and big kids and adults. And, you know, I wanted something bigger than the 18. So my afternoon went to Travis and I researching, discussing, measuring. We found the spot for the pool, which has led to Travis now renting a stump grinder for the weekend. So he's picking that up tomorrow. So at some point, you know, this afternoon is all my afternoons. Like, oh, there's all these other projects. You know, we're probably not going to the beach or doing any big travels this summer. I mean, our summer is some gentle schooling in the morning, heavy afternoon and evening projects around the Sutton homestead, and just enjoying life at our new house in the country here. And if we had a pool, we would use it every single day. It is not in our cash-based budget to do a big honkin' in-ground pool this summer. Nope. Other things on the project list. But we decided in our talks that we could spend a little more and we could get a really nice steel pool that we wouldn't be looking to just get maybe 2 or 3 summers out of, that we could really get 1 to 2 decades out of. So I called a local pool company and I was like, look, we just want to get, like, within a reasonable budget, the best, the biggest above ground pool for under $5,000, you know, and will you install it for that? So the pool company has really nice above ground pools. The catch is, again, with everyone else getting these pool ideas, because you can't buy a pool. Well, apparently in the Shenandoah Valley, we can't have one installed either. The pool guy that does the installation for like all 3 offices of this large pool company is booked through this summer. So we can't have a pool installed until this fall. So all that to say, we are going to save a few thousand. We're not having it installed, but they will deliver it and we will be installing it. So Travis and I had to coordinate schedules. So right now, again, chicken coop building, then we have 2 other little buildings are going up. One is going to be for our male goats and our male ram and wither with our sheep that are coming in a few weeks. The other one is going to be like a trash can building, because Travis has to take trash every week. So we need to get those done here like in the next week or so. And then the following week is going to be to get the ground ready for the pool. Now, what's different with our pool this go round and the one we had at the farmhouse, and you can even see if you go way back to like, I know I have a video from 2014 where I'm announcing my pregnancy with Daniel, and I only had like 3 or 4 YouTube videos up. And in the background, Jaden and Zion and Travis, you know, they're working on the leveling the ground, and Travis had a board and they were like doing it with shovels and such. Well, this time, what is going to be very nice is the fact that Travis has his excavator and equipment, and it's going to be a good process. They got it done last time, but I'm hopeful it's not going to take like a week of work. I could be wrong. So when these buildings are done, next afternoon projects that will start will be getting the ground excavated for the pool. Best part is with the pool, it has a 20-year warranty. I could sell these pools. I'm so excited. 20-year warranty. Travis and I, again, in our afternoon date discussions, we were talking about, you know, all of our children, and even if we're blessed with several more children and grandchildren, etc., etc. I mean, 20 years, that's a long life out of a pool. I will be 60 years old by the time that warranty runs out on that pool, and maybe then it'll be in the budget to do a nice big in-ground pool. It's a good pool. I'm excited about it. It's a big summer investment. If we pay by cash or check, they're giving us $200 off, so it'll be $3,800. I know, big afternoon decision, but $3,800, and they deliver it, and it's steel. And if you've heard my talks about Travis, he loves working with metal. He's got that. That's his jam. So steel, and I just had to do my little math breakdown. That will cost us $190 per summer if we use that thing every summer for 20 years. And I also just had to Google how many days in summer, and it said average summer is 92 days. So breaks down to less than $2 a day. We could divide that down by the 9 people living here. 22 cents a day. See how I back into this math? 22 cents a day per family member currently living on this property to enjoy this pool. So yes, we have decided we're going to get a big honking pool, and since we want an actual pool on the property this summer, we're going to install it ourselves. So be looking for that video. So it's 27 feet, and it comes with the safety ladder and the sand filter and the solar cover and all the stuff, and I got it. I was concerned about the colors. So I had beige or gray, and since I'm feeling all of my brown and beige exterior tones, although I'm probably gonna do cedar shutters, have lots of fun exterior house project thoughts for this summer. We're getting the beige pool. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So there you go. That's my reason why I'm sitting here with all these boxes still looking at me, because Travis took my afternoon unpacking time, but we had a fun time going down this rabbit trail of how we need a pool this summer, and we're going to need it. It's going to be so much fun. So now I'm having some evening work time. I have not had any work time in 3 or 4 days. When I have my work time, I sit here for a couple hours and see how much I can get done. He did steaks last night, so he's doing steaks again for us tonight. I had some of that salad left over from last night for lunch, so we're just replaying dinner again tonight. And now it's mama work time. We still have hope though. These boxes could be gone by the end of this video. Let's see if we can do it. Well, I've been sitting out here, literally sitting on a log for hours, filming a sudden homestead Q&A video. Travis and kids have been working on, well, Travis, they've been grinding stumps and on the excavator and getting ready for that pool. I've been sitting over here where the chicken coop and the duck house and such will be. So this morning I did a lot in the house, and like, what have I even done with my life? Travis and the kids been working outside, and I have sat here for hours filming. Now I need to go make dinner, but I have an easy no-brainer dinner, so let's go do this. Maybe tomorrow we'll unpack. We can do it, we can do it. Getting settled in the house. Like I said, I've been doing so many things outside. Travis, I'll show you what he's doing outside on this excavator. Just got another stump out of the way. Smoothing it out. How's Travis loving homesteading? Well, all the reasons to use his equipment. So now, dinner time. I am making up, I told you I'd tell you more about these. The Captain Omega, we got the fish nuggets. We also have 2 boxes of the cod pearls. So these, doing 3 boxes total. Quick, easy, healthy, no hormones, lots of good vitamins, action-packed. And then of course we love the mega, it's Omega, fun, mega and lots. You get it, right? I'm gonna also do macaroni and cheese in the Instant Pot, and I've got several bags, small bags, but I've got 6 of them here looking at me, of green beans. I'm gonna saute those on the stove. So since our main dish is not gonna take long, because these fish nuggets take 12 to 15 minutes, and then the cod pearls take 11 to 15 minutes. And you can do them air fry, bake, pan fry, deep fry. Lots of different choices here. Packed with omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. Those won't take long. Instant Pot's gonna be throw and go. I'm gonna put some more time in my green beans, even after a busy day doing all the things. Liam's gonna bring me my Instant Pot. We have not had macaroni in a while, and I thought, well, since these fish sticks are so healthy, we can have some gobbed up macaroni. So the Instant Pot macaroni is super easy, because all you're doing whenever you put your macaroni in there is covering it. Put 2 pounds macaroni in. I'm using my 8-quart Instant Pot, so I can't speak for other sizes. 2 pounds macaroni, 8 cups of water, put the lid on, cook it for a few minutes. Then when I take it off, you add the butter, evaporated milk, and cheese. Of course, I have a 3-pound box of macaroni, so I'm gonna eyeball it. So that is that. 5 minutes, manual high. So macaroni's gonna sit there and cook itself and like it. And I'm gonna put my last pour macaroni noodles in a bag. And if I get a burn notice on my Instant Pot, because there's not enough water in there. Usually I'm pretty good on that, but my disclaimer, it could happen. I'm gonna work on these green beans another minute, and then while the fish is cooking, get the green beans done. Of course, my poor little spray is almost done, and the lid keeps falling off. Might not even be necessary. Okay, so the fish nuggets, 15 minutes. Okay. Thrilled kids, I tell you, thrilled kids. Those of you who contact me who have picky eaters, this would be a fun way to get healthy fish into your kiddos, especially if they like the novelty of the shapes and the anchors and the seahorses. And then these cod pearls, these are fun. Hey, Daniel. You bet ready for
What's
dinner?
that good smell?
The good smell? Do you know what Mommy made?
No.
Oh.
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
Can I have one?
Oh yeah, we're getting them. They're gonna be so good. Captain Omega fish nuggets and cod pearls are now available at select Target superstores and Target.com. Captain Omega fish nuggets, cod pearls, and fish fries will also be available at Lidl stores in the U.S. at the beginning of June. The Captain Omega line is fantastic. No artificial preservatives, no antibiotics, a great source of protein, delicious and crispy breading, my kids' favorite, perfect for the air fryer, oven, or even microwave safe, full of omega-3, vitamin D, and ready in 15 minutes or less. Plus, there's lots of fun shapes. And after a busy day of grinding stumps and filming and doing all the things we're doing, I'm thankful that in less than 15 minutes, Captain Omega will be ready to go. I just combined them on one pan. There's the fish nuggets and the cod pearls and our sauteed green beans and our homemade mac and cheese. Yum! So here's Daniel's plate. He's got his cod pearls, his fish nuggets, his sauteed green beans, and homemade macaroni. Okay, guys. Sunday afternoon. No unpacking. No unpacking got done this week. Lots of other good things got done. The unpacking, no. I have been encouraged though. Several of you have messaged me, sent me some emails, given me a little high five or fist bumps through the internet to let me know that, you know what, Jamerrill, we moved and it took months, or one lady was like, I think it's been 2 years and I still have stuff I haven't unpacked. Because I was feeling a little hard on myself, like, Jamerrill, you've got to get these boxes in your bedroom and your basement unpacked. I'm still hopeful. In this video, I'm gonna show you some of that, but yet here I am with a whole bunch of my garden seeds, and I really wanna get outside, and it's warm out, but it's overcast, so it's not like the crazy heat. Gotta have the weather report. Gotta go out and do a few little things with my goat. Then I wanna work in that garden. I'm telling myself when I'm done, I can then unpack. It's just hard when this weather gets nice. I just wanna get inside. So yeah, now we're just get stuff in the ground. Get stuff in the ground mode. So I had a big quandary, and I said it yesterday whenever I filmed my Q&A. So my big gardening sin for this year, but see, now I'm learning this, and I couldn't have processed it if I did a load of research before. I'm learning as I go here. So I have the Walmart seeds and the Lowe's seeds, and some of these are hybrids. None of these will say heirloom seeds on them. In a perfect world, I should have just gotten heirloom seeds. That way I could save the seeds. There can be issues now with the cross-pollination if I'm planting heirloom seeds in the same garden with hybrid seeds. I'm getting there in my head. We're getting there. So don't laugh at me. If anything, let this be, hey, Jamerrill can jump out there and get a bunch of stuff in the ground, and I can too. So I really toyed with the idea. Like, I've got my cucumbers and stuff there. I've offered some of my extra cucumbers and tomatoes, not that they even look that super, to some friends if they want them. I also have a bunch of heirloom seeds. So guess what I'm saying is, I'm gonna plant, like the cucumbers that I started, I'm gonna plant my heirloom seeds, and because I have them, I think all these other seeds that I have, I'm gonna fill in the gaps with those, and I'm gonna just grow a whole bunch of food this summer in all the various ways that I can, and learn a lot and enjoy the process. As I've shared, I've only ever bought like plants from the greenhouse and plants from the store and stuff in the past. I mean, I've planted seeds as far as flower seeds, and I'm sure I've thrown some vegetable seeds in the ground, but not like total seeds that I have grown or put in the ground for a huge garden. My other big farmhouse gardens, again, plants from the store. And even, I always feel like I have to give all these disclaimers, sorry, even plants from the store is fine. I'm just letting you know my quandary. Now that I know, oh, I wanted to use all heirloom seeds, I know like even the peas I already have in the ground were from like my burpee seeds from Walmart. So anyway, goals this summer, just grow a lot of stuff. Next year I can get picky about my seeds and then saving my seeds and all of those amazing things that I can do. But I don't know if this is enough peppers. You can see there's all our bags that I got filled the other day, and behind them are the trash bags with the potatoes. And I think that's a cat on the picnic table. So I want to get things growing in those bags as well. So let's just start getting stuff in the ground. So much better than unpacking my bedroom. And Travis, you're gonna give me a thing there to... We're gonna try out. Do I need to turn the drill on? I'll do that. We'll give it a go. So he's got this, what do you call it?
Hole saw.
Hole saw. The farmer who put my garden in said that sometimes folks take like PVC pipe or something to get through this plastic. We don't have that in particular. I mean, I can just use my hands, I'm sure. So I'm trying not to totally hack it as I would naturally do. I'm trying to do this sane. Do you think I can?
You probably just take a razor knife and cut you an X.
I can probably cut an X with a razor knife. Why don't I just do that? Okay, so I'm loose with a razor knife in the garden. No kids are involved. They're all helping Travis doing various afternoon projects. So I was talking to my one friend this afternoon, and I was like, I have these plants I started. I think I need to just do the heirloom seeds. This really has been a quandary. But then, like I said, then I remembered my peas, and I was like, okay, Jamerrill, I've already started. I already used the wrong package. I'm talking about this again. Sorry. On and on and on. Gardening therapy, but that's it. I'm gonna grow stuff. It's gonna be great. I can still can it. Fantastic. We're gonna learn things. So the biggest thing I'm thinking through now is still where I'm planting things. And I get a little jammed up even with that, and then I think, it's okay, let's just get it in the ground. Let's get it in the ground. I am making notes, so I'll remember for next year, and I have these videos to look back on. Even my plants that I started, I mean, I should have probably repotted these, but it's okay. It's okay, it's a start, and then we're gonna do a lot from seeds. Oh, I know what I didn't show you the other night. Okay, stick with me here. Remember how I went over my potato plants and healed them up some more with dirt? And I was saying, I don't know if I should dig the leaves out or not, but I think they're gonna be fine. They'll just push through the dirt, and look, they took care of it themselves. So I put that dirt there. It has rained 2 or 3 times, so I'm sure that helped. And yeah, they're coming up just fine. And then of course, under all this hay, we have a lot more planted. Then we have more potatoes on the hill, and then again, the bags. And those are doing lovely. And I had covered those with a couple shovelfuls of dirt. So I'm thinking, so I do know I want to do, oh, and there's the update on the peas, the string. I know I want to do a bunch of tomatoes. I'm thinking tons of tomato sauce. I mean, I use tomato sauce multiple times a week. Wouldn't it be lovely to have a bunch of tomato sauce from my own garden? So I'm gonna do tomatoes there. And so probably do cucumbers here, maybe half cucumbers, half peppers. Then I've got a bunch of squashes, different varieties and such. And then I've got a bunch of pumpkin and watermelons. I know I don't even have to do the pumpkins yet. So I'm wondering maybe I would do pumpkins here where the potatoes are once these potatoes are done. I don't know. Choices, but we're gonna get stuff in. And you see where I have like grass and such now growing in between my plastic here. And of course, with the plastic, stuff isn't gonna go through there besides what I plant, but I'm gonna use these dirt spaces as well too. So I've been looking for a garden tiller, and it seems like everyone, just like the pools, everyone has the same idea with the garden tillers. So far I have not found one available locally. I think, well, I did find one, but it was electric. You had to plug it in, and I thought, well, that's silly. But, you know, what do they say? Beggars can't be choosers, something like that. So we'll see if we can get me a tiller, because one of my friends told me that her sister has a tiller and she just tills up instead of weeding. I got my cucumbers that I started the seeds for a little more than halfway down, and then for the last part I planted these heirloom double yield cucumbers. So I'm gonna at least try to mark them. As I say, let's just plant all the things. So, and from indoors My cucumbers are outside now. Yay, I have no idea what variety they are, but we shall find out. And I sent Travis some different trellis plans. Maybe he can help me figure that out, where you take hog panels or cattle panels and make these like tents. I'll put a link for it in the description below if you'd like to read about it. And then we have the heirloom double yield the rest of the way down here. I may be going to my friend's greenhouse, which I wanted a reason to go anyway, and get peppers and things. I bought these pepper seeds, but so many of the packages say you could start indoors or sow directly once the weather's nice, long story short. But these peppers all say they don't do well with direct seeding. So here I got Chinese Giant. See, it says start indoors 8 weeks before last frost. Direct seeding not recommended. Start indoors 8 to 10 weeks before. And then this one also says direct seeding not recommended. So anyway, I only got 4 packs of them. I'll have to ask my friends. I should be able to save these for next year though, when I know more and I'm doing more. And plant those then. But now the squash can either do indoor or sow directly. So we've got zucchini, I'm sorry, I said squash, zucchini, then early golden crookneck, black beauty zucchini. Trying to keep them organized. I know I'll definitely need trellises for these too. And now here I am researching garden trellis options. Might also try out some of this netting here. Going to town here, gonna do more of these double yield cucumbers. I'm hoping if I can get the cucumbers in and the tomatoes, and then we'll just see. People are getting tired here, people are getting ready for dinner. So we'll see how much longer Mama can do this. Okay, so I really wasn't sure there when I was going with my cucumber seeds if I was going to do that 3rd pack, but I did. It's about 3/4 of the way down is 3 more packs of these double yield heirloom seeds. Cucumbers. It says very productive pickling type. So we're going to have a whole lot of those. Hopefully it holds true to its name, double yield. So I will probably, because already I've been here Googling trellising for, easy trellising for cucumbers, trellising for squash. When I did my gardens at the farmhouse, things just grew on the ground. Again, I told you, I've been thinking of trellising, knowing I needed to do it probably, knowing I wanted to do it, not sure. But now the Google search and the reading about that has begun. Of course, we all know Roots and Refuge. Go over to her channel and she's got a lot on there about trellising. It depends on, with all of our projects we've going on, I know I got some real crazy hair there and I really want to get it behind my ear and I can't with this glove in my hand. Depends on the level of help I have available, because I already have people booked up for months around here. I was looking on Amazon at that netting. I also saw where you can buy some kind of inexpensive trellises for gardens. What were they? It was like a 10 pack, but they were 18 inches wide. There's options here. I'm also thinking, why couldn't we just run a row of fencing, like right down the middle of this row? I could be totally wrong. Biggest thing now is I want to just get stuff in. I'm pretty sure I started this week in the life of vlog saying how I was getting all the unpacking done and all the seeds wouldn't start until next week. I do this though. It's okay. Stuff gets done. We do it, mamas. We get it done. I have to have a level of, what did she call it? One of my friends, Jimmy, put it this way. Was it productive procrastination? There's some phrase that she used. And I appreciated it because it's where you're putting off one thing, but by putting that other thing off, you're getting all this other stuff done that you need to get done. I was going to unpack But instead, I have put that off, and I've done what my heart really wanted to do all week, and that is playing in this garden. And we're getting stuff done. And we're gonna grow food, and we're gonna eat a lot of it, and we're gonna can a whole bunch of it. Yay. Looking at my cucumber packs though, I already see that first bit of cucumbers I did by seed down there. I put that they were double yield, and those were actually called Boston pickling. I just realized that looking at my packet. So these up here are the double yield. Oh my goodness. I don't know why this scared me. I don't know why he scared me. I jumped when I saw his little eyes. Okay, back into the garden. Good life, good life. Every time I'm walking by and I get to that toy in the garden, I pause for a moment and think, what is this? So we're finally over here going to start on these tomatoes. So with the tomatoes, I actually have some fun varieties as well. I'm just going to go ahead and get these in the ground first. I got a couple little pullets over there. They can still fit in the garden, and they just pick around in the hay. As of yet, they haven't disturbed any of the plants. Now the good news is those are our new upcoming chicken sisters. They're going to be too big to get in the garden here in a minute. The big hens do not get in here, and that's why we have the cage. I was gonna say the fence. Anyway, so this is called Aunt Ruby's German green tomato, and then this is called a great white tomato, and it says huge cream colored tomatoes can weigh as much as 1 pound. So definitely tomato cages. These are a family favorite, awesome to use on sandwiches, especially grilled cheese. Low acid levels give a sweet, fruity flavor. So I'm gonna start with the green, go for the white, and then I've got 3 packs of Roma tomatoes. It says these are the standard Italian canning and paste tomato. So very good, and I know I buy those. Rutgers tomatoes. Good for canning, also good fresh large red 8-ounce globes. Good yields and flavor on large vines. A fine New Jersey heirloom, I got 2 of those. One of these is called, Shannon put a few of these in my pack extra, I think. Amish paste, acorn shaped deep red, paste type fruit. The vines produce medium sized 8 to 12 ounce fruit. Amish heirlooms. And then I have one called a money maker. Yes. Red smooth skin juicy flesh tomatoes that are usually 4 to 8 ounce in size. A favorite greenhouse variety. Lots of info on planting these ahead of time and transplanting them. We're gonna be so on top of it next year, but I betcha, I've already had some of you say, I can't wait for the late night Jamerrill canning till 1 a.m. videos. We're doing it. Well, she's off to help Daddy right now with something. He just called her name. They just got, Travis finished painting. Him and Zion weeks ago had started to weld and reinforce those old locker shelves to be my canning and food storage shelves downstairs. And they, boy, these are little. Oh, and I'm just dropped 2. There's only 25 in here. Okay. And I accidentally put 4 in that hole. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Anyway, they reinforced those shelves. They got them painted, and they got the first set down in the food storage room, which is also full of wall pictures and furniture. But on one side of it, they could start putting those canning shelves. Inside now, Travis is saying beautiful things to me. Aren't you? I sent him, again, that article I'll link below, where I was doing my Mad Google University on trellising cucumbers. And what was it? Is that is that the pig panel or the cow panel?
Yeah.
See, that's what Shannon, Seeds from Generations, Shannon told me the cattle panels were her favorite. For doing her tomatoes, she does that for all of their trellising. And they, again, are my friends that do like 3 huge Back to Eden gardens and sell those seeds. And
Yeah, it's number 10 wire stock panel. It's welded.
Hear this? Number 10 wire
That's
welded. He likes wire, so I figured I could get this out of him.
The number 10 wire is the size of the wire.
Okay.
Stock panel is welded, 16 foot long, 4 foot wide.
And what store is this? Is this Lowe's?
Yeah.
Order now, ready for pickup.
If it's 16 foot long and you want them to be
at an angle, like a tent.
3 foot on each side or 2 foot?
Sure, however we can get them.
Depending on how tall you want it. 2 foot tall or 3 foot tall?
Sounds good, somewhere in there.
2 foot tall, then you can get
You get more out of them.
more out of one sheet.
Right. I would say at least 2 feet tall. And then the article was for cucumbers. I'm sure I can do my zucchinis on those. Talk about taking the wire, bending it, and making like the
Like a V.
like a V, like a
Turn
tent.
upside down.
And do those all the way down. So all the cucumbers. I think I planted 2 long rows of cucumbers. I will have to message Shannon to see how she does her tomatoes on those. But I was thinking I could just at least get the wire, the tomato cages. By the way, I finished that last pack of Roma tomatoes. So I'm in the basement now. I've come down here to see the first set of canning shells. Of course, we just got a sea of canning jars. Here's my chicken plucker. If I've never shown it, yeah. Basement layout, you walk in this room, of course there's furniture and things happening down here that Mama hadn't gotten to yet, but this will be my food storage room. So there is my first shelf, reinforced. It is attached, screwed into the walls there. You can see the original blue color. Travis asked me what color I wanted them. Of course, they just need dusted off because they were painted outside, but I told him just make them black. And so he's got another one. I think we got 3 or 4. Look, that's a quart jar. So all the hopes and dreams in this area. Gonna get our food buckets going. All kinds of good things. There, it's our little jar of hope, friends. Little jar of hope. Be sure to look for Captain Omega in stores at Target and Target.com. Kids can enjoy the fun shapes and yummy fish solution. This new line makes it easy for parents to feed their young eaters. Well, friends, you see what I did with this past week. Ha on myself. I got a whole lot more done in the garden, and that is so much more fun than unpacking. I tell you, I know what's good. Come back next time where I might actually get our house unpacked. It could happen. Or not. We could get the rest of the garden in. That's probably more likely. Tell me in the comments below what you think I'm going to get done. Yep. Not unpacking probably. Who knows? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time with another brand new video. Bye-bye.